So welcome to day 3 of your 10 and 10 challenge. As usual, just make sure you've got your mat and plenty of space to work in. If you want to get some music going, make sure you get your music going. I've got my timer and our plan. So 10 exercises, 10 minutes, we'll get ourselves started. We're going to start off in a curtsy type lunge. So from that position, we're going to start one end of the mat, we're going to come across, we're going to lunge up. We're going to come down. So we're crossing that back foot over. We want to be thinking about controlling that spinal position, keeping that pelvis as level as possible as we do this. You can have your hands on your hips, or you can take them out in front of you if you wish, so they can come forward and through. We're controlling that down and up with that curtsy lunge, controlling the foot position, controlling that lunge. After this, at the end of our 50 seconds, we're going to get ourselves through into a squat variation, keeping ourselves going here, up, giving ourselves 10 seconds rest. We're going to get ourselves feet just a little bit wider than those hips, and we're going to come into those squats. So we're going to come down, up, down. We're going to come halfway, down and up. So into our squat, halfway, down and up. Again, halfway, down and up. Think about dropping that bum behind you so that those knees aren't falling too far in front of those feet. Keep that spine nice and tall. Down, halfway, down and up. Thinking of that control through that position. And again, we'll get another 1 or 2 in before that 50 seconds. Bring yourself up. Good, 10 seconds for our breather. We're going to come down onto that mat. We're going to get ourselves out into our plank position, and from here we're going to bring our knee up, take it back, tap to the side. Knee up, back, tap to the side. So holding that nice high plank position, bring that knee up, tap to the side. We're alternating those legs. So just a variation onto that mountain climber, making sure we're breathing. Out we go. Just alternating between those legs. We've got 10 seconds to go in this one. And down you go into your rest. We're going to bring ourselves round into our side plank. And again, if this is uncomfortable, out into long lying. If not, we're going to take ourselves up to our side plank, arm to the ceiling, lengthen that leg. We're going to do leg taps, up and down, keeping that spine nice and straight. We're going to keep going with these leg taps, up and down. If you need to take a little bit of a rest, bring yourself out, give yourself a second, lift back up, keep going. If you're able to just keep going for the 50 seconds, make sure you do. Again, check in with your breathing. Mine's getting quite heavy because I'm talking as well. Up and down. We've got 10 seconds to go. Making sure you take a little rest if you do need it. 4, 3, 2, bring ourselves down. Good, we're going to take ourselves round to the other side. And again, out to long lying if you want to. If not, stabilise through. Lift ourselves up, leg out, take that arm to the ceiling, and off we go into those side lifts. Again, remember, if you do need a break, just drop yourself down nice and easily, lift back up, keep going. If you're in long lying, that leg wants to be at hip height as we bring it up and down. So we're nice and controlled. You might want that underneath leg to be straight as well. So pick the position you're comfortable with. If you're up, make sure that spine's nice and straight. Nice long leg, lift and lower. After this one, we're going to turn around into a roll down position. Keeping ourselves going though for that rest of that 50 seconds. Giving yourself a rest. Good. Bring ourselves round into our roll down position. We're going to start onto the mat, arms above our head, legs long. From here we're going to roll up. We're going to bring one knee into crunch. We're going to roll up, other knee in. Roll ourselves down, so we bring ourselves up, crunch, one knee in, roll down. If you're struggling with this position, you can just practice your roll downs. You might want to just pick a tabletop position, just coming up one at a time into those leg rolls, into those leg crunches, rolling down, trying to keep that pace going that you picked at the start. Gently bringing that one knee up and down. Good, that's our 50 seconds up. We're going to bring ourselves onto our back again. Keep those feet flat, legs flat. We're going to come up into our bridge hold. From here, we're going to do 5 heel lifts, 4 and 5. We're going to do 5 left side drops, 4 and 5, and 5 right hip drops, 3, 4 and 5. Back to those heel lifts, 3, 4 and 5. Back to those hip drops on that left side, 3, 4 and 5. 5 onto that right side, 3, 4 and 5. Keep that bridge tall to your heel lifts. And 5 to your hip drops. 3, 4 and 5 to the right side. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Bring ourselves back down. We're going to give ourselves our 10-second position. We're going to come round into our 4-point kneel position here. Rest those feet. Lengthen out that right leg. We're going to lift and lower. Just up and down. Nice and gently. Tapping, keep that 4-point kneel nice and controlled. Work through that bum muscle. Keep that low back nice and flat. Keep your 4-point kneel nice and controlled. Holding into that position. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keeping yourself going. Make sure you're breathing. Finishing there. We're going to take that left leg out, get ourselves settled into position. We're going to wait for our 10 seconds and off we go. Lift and lower that left side. So again, keeping that knee nice and still in the right. Holding up through that left leg. Keep that lower back nice and controlled. We're working through those glute muscles, through the hips, to lift and lower. Making sure we're breathing, keep those shoulders nice and wide, belly button up to the spine, and just tap and lift. We've got 15 seconds to go. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring ourselves into a little quick stretch. From here we're going to turn ourselves round back into our oblique position, holding up here. We're going to take our hands forward. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to roll halfway. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift back up. Again, we're going to roll halfway and hold for 5. If holding here is really difficult or sore for your back, take yourself down into full roll downs or just practice halfway and back up without the hold. Lifting back up. We're going to roll back down to halfway and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift ourselves back up. And again, roll yourself down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. We're going to squeeze one more in. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Keep going. 2, 1. Bring yourself up. And well done. You've completed day 3 of the challenge.